Alright. Man, I wish I got a better title, but I'm gonna come up with anything. I want to put my face on there. I don't really want to turn on my camera. This game is kind of using, last I checked, it was using, like, I don't know, something like 99% of my GPU, which isn't ideal, obviously. I mean, I guess it is, in the grand scheme of things, but whatever. I didn't do much. I just went in to check audio and get it set up and see that it runs. As far as I read, this game has perfect, almost perfect optimization for being a custom Unity engine. But whatever, here we go. Literally haven't done anything in the game yet. Didn't even redeem any coupons or anything either. Let's see what this is about. I really don't know anything about Enfield. I played Arknights on my phone many years ago. I didn't play too much though, I just liked the gameplay a little bit. That was in the era when I would play too many gacha games and it's like I kind of just gave up on it. I just settled on different ones at the time. Oh boy. At least it's not loading like ZZZ when I played that on stream. That was terrible. That was like 30 minutes. But here it's not so bad. Every time you open the game, it has to compile shaders or whatever. That takes about 5 minutes, depending on... I don't know. It just takes a while for some reason. Trying to fill in dead air as it loads. I wonder if it's going to restart the whole beginning sequence of you picking a character. What I can gather, it doesn't really matter. You can change your gender at any time. So, I mean, that's good, I guess. You're not missing out on anything. One or the other, whoever you pick. Did pick the female admin, or admin, or whatever you want to call him. Or her. Alright, so I guess we're playing on mouse and keyboard. This game looks fantastic. I got everything on high, really. Except for, like... Hold on. Except for stuff like ambient occlusion, and obviously I turned off where's that? Chromatic aberration. Image enhancement, I don't know what that is, and I can't turn that off either. There's only one setting for it. As far as I know, if you have NVIDIA, you can get DLSS or whatever the hell. That useless shit. We're playing on 120, might turn that down on 60 in case I actually can't reach 120, which so far I doubt it. I haven't actually checked the frame rate, but it's running pretty well. I'm gonna turn that up because the music in the main menu is like super low. I mean super high, and now it's like super super low. But you guys can hear everything fine. Wow, these settings weren't actually in... Yeah, medium. Weren't actually in the main menu. If you press start to play that, this is better. I'm not... What is this? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you get stuck in the geometry. Uh-huh. Gonna turn that off for now. I don't want my controller falling off. I don't know where it's at. I'm assuming there's gonna be tutorials anyway, so I don't need to actually learn any of this stuff. Hopefully. Don't care. The game does install every language. I would assume there's a way to uninstall everything you don't need, so you can shave off a couple gigabytes. Hopefully. I'm gonna exchange codes when we're free. No more tutorials. I'll do that. And tips, accessibility settings. Okay, don't need that. Music here is fantastic. You can hear it. Well, let me check. And the visuals too. You can zoom in and out and shit too. It's as close as you can get. I will say it's got that shitty mechanic that ZZZ had, where if you zoom in too much, the character just fades out. That's probably one of my most hated things about any games. Especially gacha 3D games. It's like, why? God forbid I want to take a screenshot or something. Okay, we can run now. Where the hell are we? We just came out of that elevator. What the fuck? Geometry on that looks really good. Looks really clean. Okay. Genshin controls. Genshin UI with the little bar at the side. Or I should say Hoyo shit.
This will be a difficult campaign. Zip across when you're ready.
Zip across. I did see this on trailers and stuff. I am gonna lower the frame rate. I saw it stumble a little bit. I'm just gonna get a 60. We are streaming at 60 anyway, so it's not like it really matters. And I'm not gonna open like frame rate stuff, but I'm assuming we're running a smooth little 60 right now. Let me check the stream. Well, you'll let me know if it's too low, too high. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, literally Hoyoverse controls. Press it once to run, and it's just a dash. Yeah. Not a fan of that. It's literally just a copy of the Hoyo shit, which I'm not a big fan of, but I know the UI for Arknights is pretty unique as it is, so I'll give it a pass for everything else. Now move your mouse to select the target. Okay. I can see it stuttering here and there. I guess it's a first time loading thing. Interesting. And it zooms me the fuck out. Okay. I'm assuming it's stuttering like shit because of these previews. I don't mind video previews like this in tooltips, but I feel like the games would run a million times better if they didn't have these. These are a big problem in Unreal Engine games, if you didn't know. Keep clicking in a You can hold or you can keep clicking. Interesting. Keep attacking to perform the last basic attack sequence, Final Strike. So it's a set combo. There's no actual combos you can do, I guess. Interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. There are jump combos, maybe like a... Nope. There's no sprint combo or anything, it's just basic attack for everything. That's okay, I guess. Right click. Does not interrupt basic attack sequences, but it costs stamina. Of course. Perfect dodge. Let's see.
Angloid. A most alien life form that
Damn.
never tires.
Okay, literally ZZZ controls. Gotcha.
For 100 years, we resisted their ruin.
If it weren't for the Arknights name, I'd feel like I'm playing ZZZ right now. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know why I'm even mashing the mouse if I could just hold it. Level 50, holy shit. So is our character its own, like... Okay, I guess so, yeah, because we can attack and all that. Well, let me check the audio again. Just because I can. I'm gonna up the audio again. I feel like it's too low. I could literally just do it in OBS, actually. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. If the stream dies and crashes, then it's a GPU problem. I think I fixed it. We saw that with Project Diva. I said I fixed it, so hopefully it's not gonna happen again. At least I'm assuming what I did fixed it. Hello. Or not. This reminds me of a different game. Like stuck in a snow ice world and there's a bunch of like decrepit ruins or whatever colony tried to be here. Also reminds me of Dead Space 3. But that's not the one I was thinking about. Okay, there's multiple of these nice set pieces for an intro. Little frame drops, but it is what it is. Press the number keys to cast the battle skill. That's nasty. Okay, I'm gonna have to change that. I don't want to press the number keys. One skill point and they charge. Okay. I feel like that kinda.
Press on. This challenge cannot
I feel like that kind of reminds me of the original Arknights game. I don't remember how the UI for that skills was like. Okay, the audio's fine. I'm gonna stop messing around with it. Wonder if he can dodge twice. That's a forward AoE or whatever. Okay. Turn off my phone. The skill's way down there at the bottom right. I thought it was gonna be closer, but whatever. Ultimate. Yep. The genesis of every fucking gacha ever to exist.
No second chance.
I feel like at some point we're gonna have to stop copying each other when it comes to gachas, especially 3D gachas now too, where they're all looking exactly the same. And I'm not knocking Endfield right now. Okay, the music cut out. But you see what I'm saying with like the stamina bar UI, the having to do the button with sprint and dodge being the same exact button, attacks being one exact combo. I think ZZ at least has different combos for different motions and stuff like that. Okay, that's a nice whatchamacallit? Icon for the thing. I was trying to see what that bar was, but it's just telling you where to face. Okay. But yeah, at some point we're gonna have to diversify. Because all these 3D gachas are
Flowers are
not one-to-one, but they're really close to being copies of each other.
a lonely soul, never meant to bear such burdens. In the end, you chose not to let go.
I feel like if I'm not streaming, it would run a little bit more. But these frame drops are not that bad, actually. I could just turn off some settings, maybe, but I mean, it is what it is. What's going on? Got that nasty dithering or whatever it is on certain animations or effects. I don't know if you saw that. What the fuck? Zooming in doesn't even help. Okay. What is that? Is that a planet? I know the basic lore of Arknights, but I don't know what the hell's going on in Endfield. This is a whole different, like, colony on a different world, as far as I can tell. But yeah, that killed my train of thought, honestly. I'm gonna turn this off. Never mind, I'm gonna keep it on because it doesn't really matter, honestly. Volumetric fog is gonna kill any game you play. Yeah, it's a gacha game. When did you even say that? Did it even show up on the stream? Huh. Anyway. VSync, why not? Even though it's running at 60. It doesn't matter. Shadow quality. Let's play around with the shadows. Is it gonna be like super terrible shadows? Because no, these don't look too bad. They're still pretty soft shadows. I don't mind that. Vegetation, ambient scene, all that's fine. Screen space reflections. Put it at low. You don't need screen space reflections because who the fuck's using mirrors in games anymore? They don't even make good mirror animations anymore. Oh, but look at the snow quality. It was denser snow before, but now that we're treading on like harder ground, it's good. I like games with a little bit of detail like that. get on. I'm gonna check the stream real quick before we go. Look at the ambient battle with fucking Gollum. Let's see, let me push this shit back. Okay, so the chat did go through. I'm just checking stream playback and stuff like that. Is there anything else going on? No. It's just a giant defense battle. I don't want to sit here and waste time, but I do like checking stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, that's enough of that. What the hell?
We can no longer retreat. Let's strike forward. Use your true weapon. Forge a path for the living.
My true weapon. Guns. You know, game's looking a little soft. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of wishing I could turn off,
Always fights back. It is our nature and our fate. Rise from ruin
That's...
and be reborn in the ashes.
That's a bug and a half. I'm gonna ignore that. But yeah, there's no anti-aliasing that you can toggle in this game. Which I wish I could turn it off, because anti-aliasing is, for me, 8 times out of 10 useless and fucking badly implemented, so I just don't like how soft and blurry everything looks when you're using it. And you can kind of tell it's being used here when, you know, God forbid you want to zoom in on your character and actually look at the detail, but I can't actually show it to you that close, but this is as close as I can get. But you can see the characters are a little blurry, if not, you know, soft, as opposed to, like, I mean, they don't have to be super sharp. The image doesn't have to be super sharp where you can see all the pixels and jagged edges, but most anti-aliasing is pretty garbage nowadays. Especially when games used to give you many options, but now they don't
Closer.
when it comes to that kind of thing.
Cross this chasm to face your final trial.
Okay, press V to focus on mission. There's no other menu. There's nothing we can do right now. There's not even an ultimate. I don't even know how that charges. I'm trying to see. But I even need to, like... Whatever. Audio's fine. I gotta stop worrying about it. What the hell is that?
Decided to help me.
Try not to move. You might have a fracture.
You're the administrator.
What is this, Ninja Gaiden? This is a whole stage from, this is Mount Fuji from Ninja Gaiden 2. Only in covered in snow.
She's still breathing. We can save her. Stay with me, child. You won't leave you. You're right.
I see a shiny.
Here.
I can't actually move faster than this.
Feeling warmer now.
Well, I see a couple, actually. Nice. It's the monument from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Epitaph. Cosmos held by her lips is untouched by time, beyond portals guarded by the deathly kind. She continues to wait and bide. Really hate when gachas have this like super mystic, mystifying like weird mystic backstory lore or whatever. Try to make out the letters, but you realize they are flowing, colliding, and fighting each other. Your head hurts from this attempt. This is the history of countless individuals, and it recites the same tale. Everyone now rests in this place. You have to press forward. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of like, because Arknights is pretty modern for what it is. Obviously, it's got some fantasy stuff in it, like not fantasy, but fiction stuff, some science fiction, with different races and like robots and shit like that. You can only call fragmented images. You see a crumbling arc, silently steering away from the ravaged land. That. But I'm not a big fan of like the mysticism and the magic and the weird shit in modern style games like this. You know what I mean? Like, pick a genre. It gives them reign to use big old words that nobody ever uses in any vernacular ever. But a gossamer of nostalgia envelops you. A voice stirs a list of names. I'm not reading that. Your voice, the voice intends to continue, but it suddenly disappears like melting snow. Only that every step you take is planted upon solid ground, and every breath an inhalation of frigid air.
You traveled beyond the stars, through death as chill as the cosmic abyss, yet your heart kept hope alive. For our sake, and for the days to come, you sacrificed yourself.
Like, I'm not gonna knock the writers out or anything, but they gotta be stroking their own egos at some point when writing some of this stuff. I'll be honest with you, especially in gacha games like this.
Truth be told, I've always wished that you would find the answer on your own, and find your true self.
Another thing I'll add is with gacha games like this, please, someone or some game have an option to fucking get rid of the UID at the bottom of your screen. ZZZ does this too, and it's obnoxious. At least to me. Like, look, even in cutscenes, God forbid you take a screenshot of the pretty, like, visage or, like, background. And you got a big old fucking sign with your ID on it. I'm assuming it's essentially just a watermark that these devs want to put in, but it's like, why? Even games with photo mode let you turn off watermarks. Also, what the hell? Now, I'm hoping...
Careful, don't get hit.
Yeah. I forgot the right click lets you do it too. Okay, so is this gonna be a character switch game? Is it gonna be a copy of Hoyo shit and Wuwa? Okay, I see the skills recharging. I see the specials recharging. So far it seems like it's just you as the Endman, which I prefer over the basic useless ass the character switching gameplay that every Hoyo game with their copies use. I know I'm complaining mid-battle, but holy shit. What is that? This is a cool-ass boss. Trying to think of a different game that reminds me of it. Oh, shit. I didn't even see this guy. There's that combo with E, and I don't know how that activates. But again, I'm not a big fan of having to use the number keys, but I think I'll get used to it. You know, this reminds me of fighting a Phantasy Star boss, Phantasy Star 2 boss. What the fuck? Damn. Okay, so running doesn't take stamina. I'll keep that in mind. That's pretty good. It's only dashing. Nope. I do wonder if character like ults and stuff like that are gonna have more animations, because that was kind of weak. Yeah, that was kind of underwhelming. Holy shit!
Unleash your full attack.
And I say that because they're super short and they don't have any like voice acting. That actually is putting me off a little bit.
No second chance.
So I'm hoping it's not like that all the time. But holy first impressions, I guess. Putting it all out there, huh?
You must stop that countdown. Death is nearing the shore.
Can't see. I can't move the camera, more like. Did I do it?
Do not forget our promise. I'll be waiting in the north.
Interesting. You know, maybe I didn't play enough. But I remember the original Arknights being about fighting PMCs and invading military in a world ravaged, in a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by disease. So what the fuck did we just fight and look at right here? I'm gonna stop complaining about this kind of stuff. We're just gonna keep going with the game. I guess. Take it for what it is. Oh. What's that? We had an idle animation. Kind of want to see that. While she does that, what's up with games having this like mechanical, post-apocalyptic, taken over by nature aesthetic? I mean, I can name I can name a handful of those, like Stellar Blade being the more recent one that I played. Nier has that, and a bunch of other stuff has that. Drag the place a starting point. Man, I wish you'd tell me what it is. What? Man, how did we go from the doctor in Rhodes Island
Do
fighting?
not forget your mission. Do not forget who you are. I remember. Who are you? The Administrator. And you are?
It's the Ishimura.
I am.
Name cannot exceed 7 Asian or 15 alphanumerical characters in length. Oh, wow, never seen that being expressed before. Holy shit. Nice sound effects. You probably didn't hear that, but it sounded like classic keyboard typing, like 80s, 90s keyboard typing. I like that. I like games with this kind of atmosphere with them. You know, it's not just a basic generic UI or anything like that. This is pretty cool.
Administrator? Endman?
It's alright. The Endman's just a little weak.
It's been quite a while.
What? Oh, loading screen. Look like kanji or, I guess, Chinese.
You're awake, Endman.
Did we go to the past?
It's all right. We're at a safe place.
That's really good. I like having the visual novel gameplay with an actual non-2D background. You know what I mean.
Where am I?
But we're gonna do... That's auto. We're gonna do that.
This is the OMV Dijang, the base of Endfield Industries, and our home.
Dijang? Endfield Industries?
You can't really hide the UI. That kind of sucks, but
Take a
You know,
deep breath.
have fun with my
We
mouse
can
on the
work
screen.
through this at your pace. This mask is a suppressor for stabilizing your vitals. You've slept for 10 years, and your conditions aren't exactly stable yet.
I can hardly recall anything. Who are you? My name is Perlica. I am the supervisor of Endfield Industries. While you get reacquainted with this place, I will also be in charge of your well-being.
Auto mode has a little bit of a delay. It's like one and a half to 1 second in between each line, which isn't very smooth, which kind of gets at me a little bit, but it is what it is.
You might not remember this either, but you've always been a leader of Endfield Industries. You are the paragon and most important companion of every Endfielder. Apologies. My mind's completely blank.
It's very noticeable because it gives a little awkwardness to these conversations that I don't really like. It's like, imagine pausing in between every single bit of dialogue you ever talk to somebody with. Well, that's nice. It's a nice looking apple.
But for someone like you, this fresh new beginning might just work out. In any case, welcome home, Administrator.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna get the tutorial of how to play the game and all that. I doubt they're gonna throw me into like generic gacha menu and stuff like that, like most mobile gacha games do. A lot of these 3D gacha games are pretty good at that. They're not gonna overwhelm you 1000% at the beginning like every other mobile gacha before it. So that's something I'll give these 3D gacha games that they do. That's something that really turns off people from playing gachas, is the overwhelming nature of them for a new player. Nice, you could have moved my mouse. It doesn't even auto hide. That's actually kind of annoying. What the fuck?
Your physical examinations are complete. We can now take you on a tour. This is our HQ. She is the pinnacle of human science and technology. Originium-powered multi-surface vessel, Dijong. There was a time when we were close to losing Dijong, but we followed your lead and saved the ship. Dijong survived the day. Ever since then, we've kept her at low orbit and minimum power. We're now repairing Dijong using ground-supplied materials. The ship is also where we develop new technologies. Sorry, I remember nothing at all. Don't blame yourself, Administrator. Follow me.
Really pisses me off how you can't even zoom this close without an NPC just disappearing. I'm pretty sure ZZZ got rid of that. Because yes, it's fucking annoying. Look at that. Can't even get this close. Really pisses me off. Like, the only other way to do it without the devs actually fixing it, because it is a fucking problem, is to mod the game, and I'm not about to do that just yet. The game just came out. I'm not gonna jeopardize my account just yet. I don't know, it's super annoying. It's obnoxious. I hate it. I wish 3D games would stop doing it. And it's not even a Unity thing, too. Unreal Engine games do that a lot. Stellar Blade has that problem, that specific issue. And that game is made for taking screenshots, and I would know. I can't zoom in here or out, okay. Where to fix the camera here. Oh, wow. We got a marker. I guess we are Commander Shepard. Only older and magical. Nice. We're literally at the beginning of Phantasy Star Online. The hell is that? Alright, you can jump. Forgot about that.
The general.
It's nice.
A majestic world, isn't it? I saw it in my memories. It's Talos 2. Our home.
Why do you have to reset my mouse to the middle of the screen? God.
Everyone calls Talos 2 a planet. But truth be told, it's actually the second moon of the planet named Talos. Much about Talos 2 remains a mystery to us. We're also facing enemies that once threatened our entire civilization. But since you're here, I believe that Endfield is capable of overcoming these challenges. You once carried this piece of Originium with you everywhere. Every Specialist Tech Division operator carries a piece of proto-rig. The mineral helps teleprotocol triangulation. This is your very own proto-rig, and it carries secrets. Only privy to you.
It's responding to my call. And it seems to know me really well.
Everything we need for our survival would be impossible without Originium. The mineral powers our machines, and is the basis of the arts we wield. When we first arrived at Talos 2, we planted Originium upon this new world. The spark from our distant origins was meant to create a new place to call home. But war destroyed our first landing. Though we achieved victory, we paid a bloody toll that left us battered and ruined. To revive our civilization, you led Endfield and developed the proto-rig technology, as well as its ultimate evolution, the Protocol Automation Core.
The fruits of our labor.
Yes. Our plan is to deploy automation cores throughout the civilization band. This will boost our industrial capacity and fulfill its special mission.
Special mission?
Reboot of life. Someone very important commissioned us with the Zeroth Directive. Your awakening, as well as the mission and plan I mentioned, are a part of it.
So, who commissioned it?
You did.
Supervisor Perlica, we got a situation. Is the administrator by your side?
Yes, the Endman is with me. What's happening, Fiona?
We got a max level alert. Our planned landing zone... No, the entirety of Valley 4 is in danger. Just moments ago, simultaneous self-destruction occurred to the orbital landing relay drone squadrons. The communication blackout is expanding towards Valley 4, and the status of facilities along the route is now unverifiable. At the same time, we are picking up extremely intense angeloid energy signals in the affected area. We are hailing the hub base on every channel. So far, they haven't responded. The whole place is offline. The plan was to bring the Endmen to the base in 10 days. But the hub...
We can't wait that long. Fiona, prep for my drop at once.
Wait, now? Okay, I'll run the checks. There's surface interference. Current situation is too risky. Unguided emergency drops might deviate. We'll drop you to the area near the base, out of concern for safety.
Director Chen and Andre are at the hub base. In accordance with the contingency plan, they will take control of the scene as critical events happen. Fiona, keep hailing the hub base, regardless of whether we've received any response from them. Inform them that I'm coming soon. Also, tell Operator Chen to rendezvous with me there.
Roger, we're prepping your drop. Initiating alignment. Target, Valley 4. All systems green for landing.
Fire away. Destination, Talos 2.
This game keeps resetting my mouse to the middle, and I don't know what to do about it. Holy shit. But anyway. Guess it's time to load the overworld. Just got major deja vu saying that. I think we played a gacha game before where it was doing that before as well. I can't remember what it was we were playing. But I said the same exact thing because it was taking so long to load the next area or map or whatever. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get to gacha mechanics. Drop everything in one character and then end the stream. See how badly we can do. As I think of things to talk about while it loads. There we go.
Need a progress update, Fiona.
I'm still trying to re-establish contact. Wait, Pelica! We have multiple unknown objects coming in fast! Watch out!
Anchors? Hold on tight, Endman. Stay close to me, Administrator.
Perlica will be joining the battle. When the controlled operator starts fighting, the other operators will fight automatically. Fighting as a team allows the casting of teammates' skills. Press the number key 2 to cast Perlica's battle skill.
Target locked!
So it is a character switching action game, but it's not the copy of Hoyoverse that every other game does. So you know what? I'll take it. This is pretty good. Well, never mind. The whole switching like that on the fly is really fucking weird to me. Again, it's just a Hoyo copy, but whatever. At the very least, you're fighting as a team.
Administrator, you all right? Are you hurt?
Fucking mouse, dude. God. I'm still good.
I'm okay. But we'll have to walk the rest of the way. The Angolite even managed to reach this place. The situation in the field is far more severe than our previous estimates. I actually hoped for a gentler reception than this. The hub base still isn't picking up our calls. We need to hurry.
I was gonna say the one bad thing about I'm not even gonna try it because there's no point. You can't actually zoom in on the characters, like we've mentioned before. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? God damn it. Well, in any case, I don't even know what's going on. From what I can gather, we're recolonizing colony. But then what the fuck are we fighting? Aliens made out of the vibranium that we have? Or something? Does this hurt me? No. This is such a dumb thought that just came across my mind. There's no collectibles or anything. I'm not gonna open any menus or anything unless the game tells me to. And I'm just gonna get to a point. I want to get to a point where I can freely check the gacha menus and all that. But yeah, I really do hate the Hoyoverse copy of instantly switching on the fly. But again, it's different enough to where I want to keep playing as the Endman, where you actually have a party, which I don't think any other gacha 3D does that. Like have your actual party fight with you. I don't know.
This Angelos looks dangerous. We need to be cautious. We can focus our attacks to bring down its defenses.
The last sequence of Space Attack, Final Strike. Okay, again with the... I don't mean to do it, but again with the ZZZ comparisons. Where are my skills? Hold on. Okay, so that's gone completely. You probably can't see it at the bottom of my... at the bottom right, but my skills aren't there. I guess it's just tutorial time. Yeah. More damage, yep, just like ZZ, whatever. I don't mean to compare the two games, but so far it's got super massive comparisons, like holy shit. It's different enough to where it's not a full-on copy, but again, I can't help myself. More like Wuthering Waves. I have no clue. I haven't played that one. But I know they're all in the same vein of the Hoyoverse copies. That's not a bad thing. You know? But it is noticeable. And I know ZZZ did not invent it, but it's the game that I last played that has these mechanics, so that's the one I'm coming back to.
What's that sound? There's something in the skies. Anchors. It's the anchors. Call the base. Hurry, everyone. To me. Over here. Move! Ah!
Interesting. Are we playing Mass Effect? Are we in the colony from the first game and they're being attacked? And we gotta get to the fucking the thing and then get the memories of the Protheans? Because so far it feels like we're Commander Shepard if we had powers. Anyway. Gee, I really wish I could zoom in on characters. Oh wait. You get this dumbass effect. I'm gonna keep complaining about that because no game should have that shit. Look at that. I can't even get this close. It's a Perlica. What is this? I hate that. I really hate that in games.
Hello? Hello? Dr. Chin isn't picking up the call. Forget it. Let's just get ourselves
It's a long climb up there.
Zip it and start climbing if you want to live. Quickly! Something's coming! Ah!
Man, the Geth are literally massacring these people. But yeah, anything's better than Genshin. And that's not a virtue of Genshin being bad. It's more so that Genshin was the first one. So obviously anything coming after is just going to copy its systems and make it better. That's not a discussion. What do you mean G-Rope? Oh, a tutorial. I guess.
This should be the way. Let's
That
continue.
reminds me of so many games that have like an automatic what do you call that? An automatic rope thing machine that just does it for you. Obviously Stellar Blade came to mind, but I remember in Tomb Raider you had to actually unlock that item, because without it you would have to, like, Lara would have to manually climb
That is an anchor.
or move.
Anchors are capable of spawning Angeloid. They pose a major threat to Talos too. We must find the survivors. And quickly.
Anchor. But yeah. It's not like I mean to compare it right away, but it's like, so far every 3D gacha game I've ever seen is literally just a clone of Genshin. And again, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Like I said, Genshin was the first one. Obviously there's going to be games that are going to copy it, try to get in on it, and they're going to do it better. ZZZ is a much better game than Genshin will ever be, because that's the one I played. But again, I just wish they would have a little bit more originality, because the first thing I noticed was the ZZZ stamina bar on the side of your character, and it moves with you. Like, you couldn't have given it, like, I don't know, an Arknights specific, like, UI or something like that, maybe? But that's what I do, right?
We need to break through here.
I notice
ASAP.
things, whether you like it or
Time to
not.
adopt Team combat tech.
Try using combo skills to defeat it. And like I said, it's not a bad thing. Like, I'm not, if I complain or compare something, I'm not saying it's super negative at the moment. Because so far the game's good. I should be reading this. What the fuck am I looking at? Those numbers? Doesn't matter if they're the same genre. That's not the point. I'm talking about mechanics and, like, UI and stuff like that. Every operator is a skill. What? The video's not showing much.
Dix Endman. Seize the chance to press the attack. Our
Okay,
strikes
that
are
makes it a little bit
effective
more
when
interesting.
coordinated. Let's take down these enemies together.
Given that the characters, like I said, have all the same exact combo, like you just hold the button and auto attack, adding stuff like this gives a little bit more depth, I should say. But yeah, I was gonna go on a different tangent, but yeah, Factory Simulator, I do think that's pretty cool. I like that, at least. You know? I think combat's nice, everything feels smooth and clear. So, I mean, the factory stuff is just a plus for me.
Damages are so severe. Director Chin has always kept the hub base in good order. But if she lost control of the area, things inside the base could get bad. I hope for the safety of our people.
Yeah, I'm not talking about genres. Obviously, this isn't an open world. It's character switching action game is what it is. But it's not an open world just like Genshin. Reserve judgment? I mean, you're watching it. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna reserve. You You know I like to compare stuff, but you're watching
There,
it,
Endman.
and I'm enjoying
we
it.
must act now.
Well, look, it's a thing from Dead Space. I think I already made that. I already made that comparison.
Like this nonsense. We got a big one incoming. Get to cover. We need to fall back and regroup.
Leave them to us. Careful.
Nah, but we'll get to the Hoyo stuff later, but I was wondering when we're gonna get to a lock-on. I don't think I'll need it, to be honest with you. I was actually doing fine without it, but, you know, whatever. I think, again with the comparisons, but I think ZZ does this, and it's like when they're giving you these previews, they do like random ass, what is it? What's that one Windows font that's like gibberish, like Windigs or some shit like that? I'm assuming they all do this because they don't want to like have one language and just have a unified video to play. That's why I was looking at the numbers for so long before in the other videos. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? That's. But anyway, yeah, it's got very stellar blade stuff too, like the weapon behind you, like materializing or whatever. I didn't actually notice we had a weapon. Ow. But no, the one thing I will actually complain about is I don't know what the fuck's going on. I got the gist of what's happening now, but it's like, I was gonna say this in between cutscenes, but how did we go from the doctor in Rhodes Island in the first game fighting paramilitaries in a post-apocalyptic world to all this freaky like alien magic and the obelisk
Supervisor
from Dead
you arrived
Space,
at just the
basically.
right time. Our temporary defenses have been breached. If you weren't here,
And I know it's not a direct sequel, it's like a distant sequel because it takes place in the future and we're colonizing a different planet, but still. It's a pretty big fucking leap from what I remember. Yeah, I'm gonna start clicking on the thing because automatic has this weird pause. I already talked about this, but it's like if we're talking and then I start pausing in between every sentence for like 2 seconds. It's just awkward.
And I'm glad that you're all right, Director Chin. I believe you have a sit rep for me.
yes, an anchor fell right into the base. The thing won't stop spawning the Angoloi. We've sent all our injured personnel to the control tower. There are just too many Angoloi, and they will overrun our security division eventually.
We must find a way to stop the anchor.
Oh man, we gotta stop the necromorphs.
Supervisor Perlica, may I ask who this?
Ah, of course. This is our administrator.
Administrator? Are we talking about the Administrator?
I played the original years ago because it was a pretty cool gimmick with tower defense, but I never got very far in it. I got the character I wanted, which was the lion chick. I was wearing black and white. It was pretty cool. What was I gonna say? This game, the Arknights has a cool thing that Blue Archive also does, which is the characters aren't just humans or like just animal girls. It's all like a mix of different races, and I think you can tell that in character bios and stuff. Like they have their own race denominations and stuff. So that's nice.
Apologies.
It's very unique and varied.
Many operators in Valley 4 have never seen you before, Endman. News of your awakening gave rise to plenty of gossip and rumors. When we received the message from Dijong, the entire crew tried to plan a welcoming ceremony, but just a few days later, we were suddenly attacked. I didn't expect you to arrive here in the midst of the battle.
We're here to help, Director
See that
Chin.
water
Do we have
hitting
any
the
news
mask?
about the missing personnel?
See the
How many
water
of our
hitting
people are
Perlica?
outside the base?
It's actually really clean. Doesn't seem like wet physics, but they are hitting the geometry. I have to take a look at that later.
It's hard to say. The
Look
Angoloi
at
just
that.
kept attacking. Security Division can only maintain a limited security perimeter.
It looks a little dynamic, if I'm being honest. Like it's not just a texture placed on like that. Water's actually hitting them, it's what it seems like. This game is really good, really well optimized for being a custom Unity engine. But Yeah, the original, I'm pretty sure it's like this is a distant sequel, like maybe 100 or so years in the future. Because they were talking about having like descendants of the original Rhode Island characters or mercs in this game. What else was I gonna say? What else was I gonna say? Shit. I had a thought and I lost it. Fuck. But yeah, anyway. There's some slowdown,
You're in
like maybe
danger.
a frame drop
I
every
suggest
other
we
10
delay
minutes,
our
but
earlier arrangements, Administrator.
this is using like this is gonna be using all your GPU. This is using 99% of my GPU, which is normal for games to be doing if they rely on the GPU, that is. But I'm also streaming. I got the chat open. I got the second monitor on, so I mean it's fine. I can always turn down some settings. It doesn't really matter to me. Looks good as it is. Wish I could turn fucking anti-aliasing off or change it.
Good, Administrator. I knew you would say that. Director Chin, we'll handle the hostiles in the base and direct any of your missing staff to the control tower for safety.
Ugh, wonderful. Your help will set my mind at ease. Good luck out there.
Well optimized, so it'll run well. Doesn't really need much. It's not Unreal slop. Unity's always been good. Unity has its problems, but I mean, it was never as bad as Unreal 5. And this is a custom Unity engine, so they actually put in work, you know, to make it work.
By the way, I'm not seeing Mr. Andre anywhere. Where is he right now?
Ugh, that silly old man. He went off trying to be a hero again. That fool never stops treating his projects with far more respect than his own feathery hide. Anyway, if you see that old fool, tie him up and haul him back to the control tower. This might be the only safe place left in the base.
We'll find him. Have faith in us. The anchor at the old factory is still spawning Angloy. We must first eliminate this threat. Time to initiate our mission, Endman.
Part of this track sounds like an OST from, I want to say, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, if not the original 4. Like this bit right here. This sounds like, it sounds like one of the overworld, like when you're in the streets of a certain district. I can't remember the name of it, but it's really similar and it's really good. I don't know. Well, as far as Unreal Engine 5, I would say it's slop, because when you see a game, you're like, oh, that's Unreal Engine, 100%. It's very easy to spot and notice because it uses a lot of similar stuff. But yeah, it does make it worse because devs, you know, don't want to do anything with it because it's easier to not pay people to train them and use the engine. Because you could just vibe code it. And that's what 90% of devs do. Big corpo devs, anyway. Really pisses me off how you can't zoom in on anything. Look, we're not even that close to him. I can't even look at him. This is my biggest and only complaint about this game. That's a big net negative. Because holy shit. Not even this close? God forbid I want to see what the gun is. But anyway. I also wish I knew what was going on. Like, we got the gist of it. Like, we landed here first, made a colony, and then the colony descended into civil war. Or some shit. They didn't actually elaborate. And now we're recolonizing. But now we're being attacked by whatever the fuck from Stellar Blade mixed with the Dead Space, like, bullshit there. I hope the game has like a index or a catalog or something to get the lore. Just to kind of see what went on before. You know, what happened to the original. Because I know Arknights is still actually playable, obviously. Nice design too. I wish I could look at it. God forbid I want to look at the actual, like, designs in this fucking game.
The stabilizing core of the anchor is its weakness. Take that out, and the entire construct will disintegrate. The core itself is fragile, but the real challenge is the Angoloi swarming around it. A tough fight is inevitable.
Not even any point to looking at any NPCs. I can't even do it. Anyway.
A cluster of smaller Angoloi. We must stop them.
We're getting beat by fucking rock creatures. Maybe their problem is they're using bullets instead of, you know, explosives or something. I thought they were aliens or something, but they just materialized out of rocks, as we saw in like the intro to this mission.
Stay strong, people. We're winning. 2 more. Stay in the fight.
Are you all right?
Supervisor Perlica. Thank goodness you're finally here. We assembled here after the anchor fall and managed to hold on to this place. Okay, I guess we held on to this place until 5 minutes ago.
Is he Hispanic because his name is Miguel, or am I mishearing his accent?
I understand, but I must tend to the wounded. Wait, you're injured as well.
Well, you can't just be me. I mean, it's nice, you know?
This is where we grow buck flowers. Buck flower powder is a common pharmaceutical ingredient and it's easy to make. Take some. They'll come in useful.
Yeah, that's fine. A little diversity. If you're gonna have it, then you better do it right at least. Crafting, great. What the fuck is that? B? Injured. Gathered items. I'm half reading, then I'm half not. Okay, we have a backpack. That's B. Fine, we can craft from the backpack. Okay. Select buckflower powder. Can be crafted from the buckflower. We make powder from the flower. Cool. Confirm. It's got that nice, like, sleek. I don't know what to compare it to Arknights UI. It's like using all this sleek, like, white and gray colors in the UI. Instantly restored 352 HP. You can only pick one. Interesting. Okay, never mind. Decent system. Whatever. Agrit. Does it tell you what? Make fine food and medicine. I like that. Simple to see. I'm assuming you have to do stuff with it to actually see what you can do with it, or what gets you it. You know what I mean? Don't know what these are. A little words here telling you what these are would be nice. That's a discard button. Sort, probably. I can't do anything else.
This will give me a peace of mind. I'll stay here and care for the injured for now, and then join up with Director Ching when we could start moving again. I look forward to your good news.
Not gonna pick on that guy anymore for his accent. I feel like we'd be here for a while. Yeah, this is more of a semi-open world gathering management game, which it seems pretty good so far with that stuff.
We're facing more Angoloi. They must be neutralized so we can push through.
Forward! Take your edge!
is that? I knew it. I knew there was going to be a mouse, like cursor thing here. It's holding Alt, because I think ZZZ has that exact same control scheme. I guess it makes sense having Alt be like the thing to bring out the mouse. This just has me really curious though. What is this? Okay, it was just inventory or stash or whatever. Okay, it was just bringing up more items, whatever. That's all I wanted to know.
Your end awaits.
Sterilize this area.
Well, they actually have voice acting now, but I kind of wish these animations were a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit more special, but whatever.
This is the anchor, but its core is not here. No. All active anchors give off that light. This anchor plunged itself deep underground. That's where its core should be. I've seen the hub base building plans. This old factory should have an underground floor that we could reach. If this basement area is stable, we should be able to reach and destroy the anchor core. Let's go, Endman. This should be the way.
What was that? Level 4. We are gaining levels. The tutorial said we could, but it didn't actually tell us what it means. Or how we actually do it, or how much, or what happens. I'm assuming they'll get to that later. Oh look, they actually modeled down there.
Our security division is fighting hard to keep the threat at bay. We must hurry. Landbreakers? What are they doing here?
Well, I see the items. More buck flour. Bread? What the hell does that mean? Split. Make a new stack. Okay. You get double, okay. Just, I'm really getting used to kind of this, all these systems. Very, very rudimentary and like simple, you know, copied over from others, but at least it's easy to understand. Nice. Jesus Christ. Even when I'm this far out and just running into her, her model just dithers away. Really fucking hate that. Also, who the hell? Okay. Not gonna make any more comparisons anymore. Level 3.
Break 'em up!
Physical status crush. Why not? Crush, easy to look. Easy look, yeah, it's got a arrow pointing down because crush. All this is going over my head, so I'm just gonna ooga booga, big number. Grog hit, big number.
Look there, Endman. We must act now.
Why, tell us! Supervisor Perlica! The anchor! Take out the anchor!
If he looks like what he sounds like, I'm gonna be a little chuckling. I was gonna say, what's up with 3D gachas or like anime stuff? Oh jeez. Having this whole ethereal enemy type structure where everything is like rainbow and like weirdly other dimensional or whatever looking. This isn't the first time I've seen this, and I'm not just talking about ZZ either. That does it too. They really love this shit. You're wearing a mask. Oh, you're the owl thing. Okay. Interruption. Or dodge. Got it. I wonder if you can turn off the damage numbers. I'm not a big fan of having those in games. It should be interesting if I could. Shit. Dodge, damn it. The clothing physics here are pretty interesting. Even the guy's hat had, like, you know, animation to it. Like, it wasn't just a static, it was solid hat. It was actually moving along with him.
Nicely done, Endman. And thank goodness you arrived on time, Chen.
Awesome, right? What do you think of that move? I'll show you an even deadlier killer move next time. A single swing will take anything out, guaranteed. Administrator, I'm Chen Chen-yu, or Chen for short. If you got a problem you need trimming, my blade is yours to command. Oh, Perlica also told me about you. Every time she mentions the Endman, she just goes on and on and on.
We should check on Mr. Andre.
Yeah, she's pretty nice.
This hurts.
Mr. Andre, are you all right?
The lab. The prototype. Enemies! Did you fight them off? You are... Endman! You're really back!
What is he, a part of MSF? What is that armband? Yeah, he looks like he was contracted to work on Metal Gear Zeke.
I thought you'd be here 10 days later. You're not hurt, are you? And what's with the mask? Never mind that. Thank goodness you're back. Endman, it's been 10 years. We finally did it. We cracked the project you left behind.
Oh, fuck me. He talks like Huey. But he's not as traitorous and disgusting and homicidal as Huey Emmerich, at the very least. Looks like a nice guy.
Puccini and Popov can finally rest in peace. During their final moments, they lamented that they couldn't deliver this solution into your hands.
Oh, great. It's that same exact inflection at the end that, oh, shit. What was Otacon and Huey's voice actor? He literally had that same inflection that Huey does at the end of his sentences sometimes. I don't know if you heard it. Can I hear that again?
Puccini and Popov can finally rest in peace. During their final moments, they lamented that they couldn't deliver this solution into your hands.
Like, if you just imagine Huey, it sounds just like him. But a little older, maybe.
Endman, this is Mr. Andre, our resident Endfield technical expert at this site. He is also the chief engineer of the Automated Industry Complex.
Huh? What's with the formal intro, Supervisor Perlica? Wait, did Endman really forget?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm punished, Snake.
This isn't fair. Why? Why does suffering always happen to... No.
You should be on this boat, Snake, not me.
We should set aside the details for later. Now, Mr. Andre, why did you risk your safety to rush to this place?
That's because I saw the anchor crashing into the old factory. So I rushed over here to check if the prototype was all right. Look, here it is.
He is making battle gear. Or metal gear.
Is this the contraption you were protecting? That looks really expensive. You must have spent quite a bit of time on it.
It would be unfair to say that this is my work. A friend of mine left this prototype to me. I'm very grateful that you came here and saved it.
See, it's literally Huey. Granin left him the prototype for Metal Gear.
Now that the anchor has been taken out, there shouldn't be any more Angeloi around. We should quickly get our base back up and running.
Leave it to us. By the way, Director Chin requests your immediate return to the control tower.
Oh, so, what was she like when she asked about me? Was she angry? Oh, dear. I'm finished.
This is an all-channel broadcast. I repeat, this is an all-channel broadcast. All security division combatants are to assemble at the base entrance ASAP. I repeat, assemble at the base entrance ASAP. Over.
I believe Director Chin needs help at her place.
Go and assemble. I'll be with you shortly once I'm done checking the machines.
I wonder if whoever made this character really liked Metal Gear.
Chen will keep Mr. Andre safe. Let's go and support Director Chin.
It's unfortunate that they modeled him over Huey and not Otacon, but I guess he could be one of the two. It's like one of my Japanese animes. Can I... Oh, you can't talk.
Assessing exterior damage is difficult. I also need to check the interior structure. Gotta figure out a way to delay the meeting with Director Chin.
Doing okay?
I didn't mean to skip that.
Did you get...
Oh shit, I did it again.
Probably sprained my ankle when I passed out. Oh, age is really catching up on me.
Okay. I guess you can leave first, Endman and Perlica. I'll watch over the Big Owl. I mean, Mr. Andre.
I'm a big fan of Japanimation. Looks like a, thing, I guess.
Those landbreakers. Were they here to loot our base amidst the chaos, but showing up right after the anchor fall? That's too much of a coincidence. Things could be more complex than we thought. Our original plan was to deploy the protocol automation core nearby and run some tests, but with the hub base severely damaged, we need to get it up and running first. What's going on, Director Chin? landbreakers. And so many of them.
This isn't the worst of it.
Look
over there.
Resetting my mouse to the middle of the screen.
That place. It's the deployment area we reserved for the automation core.
From the scale of the rising smoke columns, the deployment area has completely fallen. This area was completely surrounded by Angoloi, yet these bandits still got through.
Andre seems like
How
a
did
much
they
better
manage to
guy,
slip in
honestly.
without anyone noticing?
Those landbreakers we encountered were probably just their vanguard. Director Chin, is there anything we can use?
Security Division gathered as much intel as they could. I'll sync it with you. We have yet to recover from the anchor fall. Power's still out, and we've taken heavy casualties. The Angoloi destroyed many backup cables. Our systems are failing. The attacking landbreakers have been confirmed as the Bone Crushers. Their objective remains unclear at present. But their assault was too well timed to be accidental. If the current situation persists, we will not be able to successfully deploy the automation core. We can use the resonance tower to activate Originium for power, but its energy cost is steep. It won't last long.
We have another option available. If we can deploy the PAC, we can restore base operations.
You mean, we power the resonance tower with the PAC?
Yes, we can use the AIC to set up a power transmission relay. Once the resonance tower is activated, the base will get some respite.
But there are so many landbreakers along the way. If only we could weaken them.
Of course we can! Landbreakers? You got a team of pros, Director Chin. Edmund, you saw what I did, right? I know tons about fighting these scummy LBs.
I'm afraid my creaky bones won't let me swing a weapon. But I can still offer plenty of help with the automation core.
But should we come up with a more foolproof plan? There are just so many LBs outside.
Have faith in us, Director Chin. I'm not just the supervisor of Endfield Industries. I'm also the acting lead of the Endfield Crisis Team.
I'm part of it too. Excited to work with you, Enmin. I'm sure there's a lot I can learn from you.
Alright. Snake, if you want to save your game, just call me. Frequency is 140.82. The new operators joined, yep. Up to 4, yep. Party of 4 as usual.
All operators. Alrighty. Now let's go and teach those pipe faces what happens when you mess with Endfield.
Administrator, I'd actually prefer it if you can just stay and rest here. Fighting the Landbreakers is very different from fighting the Angoloi. The conditions of your health... Much appreciated, Endman. So, we have a conclusion, Director Chin. The Crisis Team will whittle down enemy forces, deploy the PAC at the designated site, and transmit power back to base with relay towers to restore base operations. Mr. Andre, I'll contact you once the roads are clear. Apologies for forcing you to travel into the wildlands, but we will need your help.
No problem. I feel so much better knowing I can finally help everyone properly this time.
Stop puffing up your feathers, old man. Administrator, Supervisor Perlica, and Operator Chen, do be careful out there. Before I forget, the TP point is not part of the base's power system. If there's something more that you can handle, just head back to base and rest. We're counting on you. Endman, let's first activate the teleprotocol point. TP points will let the team move around faster. And...
Jeez, already getting interrupted by game mechanics.
Andre just updated me about your condition. Please keep yourself safe out there.
I'm gonna try my best. I don't mean to do that, but it's as close as we can get to admiring her model. Again, God forbid you want to actually look at them. I'm assuming that's like an inherent feature of Unity, because I know Unreal does that, and I know Capcom does that with their engines. But I know Unity also does it sometimes. I mean, ZZZ does it automatically, and I know that's Unity. But like I said, didn't they patch that out so you can actually, you know, look at the fucking models in the game? It's just so infuriating. We've got stuff on the screen. I wish it would tell me what it is before I click on it, to be honest with you. What I'm gonna do is this. Settings. Exchange code. I know there's some codes. I'm not gonna put them on the screen, but you can see me type them out. I just want to get this out of the way before we... Arknights. What is it? Code, coupon, whatever the fuck, same thing. Let's see. There's 4 right now. I have zero clue what you actually get because we just started this game. So, you're gonna open a web browser, or you're gonna... Okay, this is much better, actually. There's a PC exclusive code. Okay. Doesn't seem to be a PlayStation code, so... there's that. And I don't think it's... case sensitive. Shouldn't be. There we go. I have to actually hit confirm. I can't just hit enter. It's a little annoying, but whatever. And we get the last one. Let me close my browser. Yeah, Endfield. Gift. There we go. Continue. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna check out the gacha if you can even look at it. Let's look at it. There's no main hub, main like title screen or anything like that. I can actually look at stuff and know what it is. I think that's a little bit of a shame. We're gonna get that though. Maybe later, I guess. There's also all this stuff I won by... There was like an online thing you can do and invite people and you would get more items that way. But I'd actually like to look at that if I actually got the items. You know what I mean? What is this? Vertical pass, battle pass. I do not give a shit. Thought it was Destiny for a minute there. I don't know what that is, so... Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Battle passes should have stayed in the year they came out and never come back. But anyway.
Still waiting for something?
Is there like zero way of actually looking at characters, or am I missing something?
Carve a path for us.
That's all of them. Right click takes you back. You got stats, skills, special talents. There we go. Right click takes you back. Oh my god. Can't move up or down, and this is as far as you can zoom in. You know, call it whatever you want. It's pretty shit. I'd like to be able to see the whole character. Whether it's top-down view, bottom view, whatever. This sucks. I hope they do more of that, because that's actually pretty obnoxious. As somebody who likes to appreciate designs and all that. You got all... Okay, you got info on characters, that's nice.
Prepped and ready to go.
Over here, Edmund!
Gonna get those new things out of the way.
Wanna come snowboarding with me, Endman?
Snowshine. She might have been given away because of, you know, launch stuff. But anyway. What's this? Headhunting. Yeah, that's the gacha. What I was looking for. New Horizons. Headhunting. Progress to the main missions to acquire New Horizon ×10 permit. Story-based thing for beginners. Cool, whatever. Yep. This is where you start to overwhelm people that are new to gacha. Or a game like this overall. You got... people call her Leviathan, but it's... Levitain? Odd choice. Whatever. So this is... What the fuck is all this? That's the headhunting specific for this. And that's Origeometry. A weird name. Doesn't seem like it's used for anything. Ore barrel. Doesn't seem like it's used for anything. As far as this goes. Might as well use it. 5,000 for 10, and I only got 2,000 of this. We're not looking good so far. Chartered permit, Firewalker's trail permit. I don't know what that is. We're gonna get to that eventually, I guess. Details? I don't care. I don't want to see her. What is this gonna be? What's in the banner? Because I don't care about the character. I care about looking at the rates and stuff like that. I do want her. And you can still get her, but it just has a higher percentage than other ones. I want to see rates. I don't want to see anything else. Where are the fucking drop rates? What, am I blind? Oh my god. I want to see Leviathan.
For me?
Or, yeah,
You
Leviathan,
finally
Pain,
remember
whatever.
something?
He looks nice, but that's not the point. Okay, this is it, I guess. There's only so many 6s you can get. It's a 0.8. I got the gist of it. There's a hard spark, which is once you get 120, you automatically get the character. Doesn't carry over. But there's another which is 80. And then that's where you get into the stupid ass 50-50, whatever the hell that Genshin started. I'm not gonna get into that, but in any case, what I really want... I don't even care about her, I just want the other characters. But I'm not gonna wait until another month just for the third banner. I think that's a little too much. So I'm just gonna take my chances here. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to spend. I don't know what the hell that's about. You would think being a new player that actually give you something, but I guess not. Let's just roll one of these, I guess. We have one. And these are like main mission stuff, like they said, so... It's not like I'm actually losing anything. I'm not one of those obnoxious gacha YouTubers that just tells you exactly who to pull for and what not to do day one. What is this? Stellar Blade? Well, what I just explained to you is just the gist of it. There's nothing else to it.
Op Team Z7. My role is giving the team cover and logistics support. I specialize in defensive operations and I'm good with the blade. And I hope I'll be an effective addition to your team.
Holy yapping, but yeah. It is better. You even have more avenues to get stuff. I still think 50-50 should not be a thing. It shouldn't be I mean, you're already gambling as it is. I'm not gonna gamble again on whether or not I get the fucking character I'm rolling for. But it is what it is. My luck has not been that bad lately.
I'm your operator from Rhodes Island, codenamed Snowshine. I'm a search and rescue expert specializing in low-temperature operations. Get me on the team if you have a mission in the ice fields or snowy mountains.
9 out of 10 design. I've seen other characters like this in other gacha, and I would say perfect. I wonder if duplicates are even a thing.
Endfield of Op Z7 reporting for duty. I've studied Originium automation and occasionally help with modifying or repairing Originium devices.
That makes sense.
You may approach me for such tasks. And I have a question for you. What is the material of your mask? Carbon fiber?
In the original Arknights, there was a guy just like this race, who was also like super low level. I think it was one of the mob characters maybe, that you get at the beginning, but it's something I don't get about some gacha. Why have 6 stars? Are we even gonna see 1 stars? Are they even gonna be useful for anything at all? Like, right now I'm only seeing between 4 and 6 stars. That's what we saw in the rate percentages. I just think it's a bit redundant, to be honest with you.
Why do I have to do this again? Greetings, Administrator. I'm Estella. And please don't give me physically intensive assignments. Thank you.
Yes, is all I'll say. But yeah, it's just weird. I'm still gonna use 4 and other stars, but it's like, why have a system like this? Why not just use 1 to 3? Like like Blue Archive. It's just so redundant. And it's a tiny thing, yeah, but it's still like odd.
Endfield of Op Z7 reporting for duty. Endfield of Op Z7 reporting for duty. I've studied
and it's good in Blue Archive because there are 5 stars, but you don't get them. You upgrade them all the way up to 5. That's the whole point. But 3 is the highest you can get because obviously there's nothing less than the 1.
Please don't get me physically.
Are we really gonna get jack shit for like this free?
Captain of Operation Team Z7 reporting in. The operations dossier, budget summary, and action plan are ready for review. Which would you like to read first?
A lot of them were wearing kind of generic gear or whatever. I mean, I guess it makes sense for 4 stars, but I think having different races kind of makes up for it a little bit. But yeah, big number better.
Catcher, Op Team Z7.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be one of those like psychological. I mean, people. Maybe we talked about this. People don't realize more than half of the stuff happening in games and industries and everything is psychological. All made so you subconsciously buy. Which is disgusting, mind you. But it is what it is. Operator token. I was trying to wonder about like duplicate stuff, like what the hell it even means. We go back to Snowbreak here.
Okay?
Snowshine.
Visibility's good. Perfect weather for snowboarding.
I like that it tells you what they do and stuff like that. Potential. Great. Duplicate stats. Operator snapshot showcase. What? What does that have to do with this? Oh, we get a snapshot. I'm really not a big fan of duplicate mechanics like this, and I really hate that Genshin made it popular. I guess. I'm not a whale, so I'm not gonna get a billion duplicates just like everybody else. So I'll probably never in my life see like half of this stuff. Especially if they're limited characters. That's even worse if you're trying to get duplicates. Because, you know, have fun with that. But yeah, decent characters, I'll take a look at that later. What else do we have? What was this about? Ah, great. It was laggy as shit on this one. Oh, look at that lag. That is not 60 FPS right here. What am I looking at? What do you mean go? Oh. Okay, it's events. I didn't read that. So you get this character for doing this? And this is just doing the game. How do you log into the game every day? Yep, the sign-in rewards, whatever. Is that it? You just have to sign in? Okay. Yeah, just a sign-in event. What the fuck? Reach levels. Okay. What is that? Weapon supply. And then the aura barrel. That's not the... What is? Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. You need 5,000. And in this special event, they only give you 4. I did see people talking about how, holy shit, 5,000 just to get the thing. And it's like... It sounds like a lot, but you also have to counter in how much you're actually getting as you play. And I'll be honest with you, it's not a lot in most gacha. And I don't think it's going to be the same here. Drills. But I don't really get much out of it. It's just, you know, try out the character and that's it. It's a Genshin thing, which is fine. Lets you test out characters, even if you're never going to get them anyway. Okay, no more events. We did get a ×10 whole thing. I think. We got a... What is this UI, dude? Where... Okay, this is pulling stuff. I could have sworn we got one of these. I swear to you, we just saw that. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe we got one of these? We got this. And these are like the, yeah, these are the limited, the thing, tickets, so you don't waste your currency. But yeah, as long as it's not that bad to gain, any currency at all. Because there's games that, if you do the math, it takes you like, what? A month just to get enough for a guaranteed pull. I don't know. It's gacha at the end of the day. It's a time sink. But it doesn't have to be a fucking misery sink. It is what it is, though. I want to see like a main menu or something. I don't want to go through all this. You know, kind of like how ZZ has a has like a main title menu you can go back to. I guess we'll get to that in time, but whatever. I'm gonna go take a look at some of the items that we would have gotten for. Maybe I can see them here. Well, no, never mind. Because I could have sworn I had a fuck ton of items. This is a store. Jeez. I'm not gonna use any of this. But yeah, there was the stuff that you got from the online mini event, whatever, that I did. I even invited somebody to get on there. I got a bunch of like supply stuff, I guess is what it was that you got. But oh my god, get out of my face. But I don't know where you would see any of that. Got a bunch of weapons and stuff. I know that you can get weapons off the gacha or something like that. But I'll look at it later. Nice. This place looks nice. Trying to think of a game that reminds me of like a background, but whatever. But yeah, you know what? I'll leave you with that. And yeah, that was Arknights, Enfield. I'm gonna keep playing off camera. Kinda got hooked on a different game, so might not even be here for too long, but this is the only 3D gacha I play, so I guess I'll commit to it. I got nothing else to say. I mean, it's good. I haven't got to the base building yet or anything like that, but eventually. Maybe I'll make another stream on this. Although I'd probably make a stream on a different gacha in the future anyway, but I'm gonna see what we do tomorrow. In any case, until next time.